Hey, everybody, welcome back to the Average Employee Podcast. I'm your host, Al, and it's time to clock in. I know you guys are probably wondering where the rest of the group's at, but I decided to let them have a day off. They're not dead. Jesus. Decided to give them a day off and hang out with the homie P. So this is
redacted.
Ooh, nice.
Redacted.
So I've known
Redacted.
for at least what, five-ish years? Probably more than that.
I think so.
We met at work. I was the one that actually onboarded her and trained her.
Alex trained me, so everything that I know is because of Alex.
That's unfortunate. So being on the Average Employee Podcast, I always wanted to get her on the show just because I've worked with her firsthand. And the things that I wanted to start off with was, one, who are you? What's your name?
I can't be mysterious.
You can keep it mysterious. So this is P.
P for short. You'll never know my actual first name.
Yeah.
We'll keep that mysterious.
Is it Penelope? Who
Is
knows?
it Patricia?
Is
I
it
don't know.
pheromones? I don't know.
Pheromone.
Don't you spell it P-H-E-R?
I don't
Siri,
know.
how do you spell pheromones?
Oh, yeah, you're close. Yeah.
P-H-E-R-O moan. Oh, wow,
Moan.
she's really spelling it. Okay.
All right, Siri, you had your 5 seconds of fame.
Thank you for that. Okay, so before working at where we currently work, what retail jobs have you worked at?
I guess my first actual retail job that I took seriously, because nobody ever takes retail seriously. But the first ever retail job that I ever took seriously, I think, was Levi's. I worked at Levi's on Market Street in San Francisco.
Dang.
Yeah, that got crazy. Because it's Market Street. We got people doing all sorts of stuff on the street.
Shout out to the homies of the street. Stay dry out there.
One day, for instance, we so it's they have giant glass doors at that store, and it's one of the few stores that's a flagship store that has the tailoring section.
Oh yeah, I got you.
To get your jeans done or made or whatever you want to do. And one time this homeless guy came in, and he was probably, out of his mind. And he had a bike with him. And one of my managers was like, sorry, we can't let you in. We've seen you before, coming in, steal stuff. So you can't come in. And he took his bike and he threw it at our door. We have these glass tables that were near the door also that just display merchandise inside them, old Levi's vintage stuff. And he took his bike and he slammed it on the glass counter, threw it at the door.
What a waste of a bike.
Honestly, I feel bad for the bike.
He's actually pretty strong. He's just chucking a bike.
Yeah, he literally was chucking a bike around. And yeah, so that's kind of just one crazy story at that store. After Levi's, I worked at Nike, also in downtown at the big 7-story flagship store. So that was really cool. I met so many cool people at that store. Still tell my friends till this day.
Yeah.
It's kind of nice, work, the older you get, you start working at places that are more you're interested in. And so the people that you surround yourself with, you guys all have common interests, and then you can build friendships that way. So I think Nike was one of the first places I worked at where I genuinely built the actual coworker friendships.
Yeah.
Starting off at.
And that's the cool thing about the places that we work. It's not just where we build a lot of our long-term friendships, but it's also Jace has mentioned this in a previous pod, that's your dating pool.
Oh yeah, you see them 24/7 sometimes more than your
unfortunately.
family.
Yeah, that's how Crystal and I met. We worked at I don't know if should I say it? Whatever. So we worked at
Redacted
together. I'll decide if I'll edit this or not.
We worked at Beep.
Yeah, it says redacted. We worked there, and then that was at a moment where I was not looking for to date someone.
But that's the time when usually it happens.
I know, and it's just Cupid's fuck what you want. But then now we're engaged.
Aww.
We also just recently bought our wedding bands.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Aww, that's so cute. Oh my god, Mom and Dad.
Stop it! I'm not that old.
Yeah.
Well, okay. So how did you and Larry meet?
Me and Larry met through our mutual friends that I actually worked with at Nike.
Got it.
Yeah. So like Ryan and Nate, who also have the podcast that I helped them with, I met them at Nike, and like we just became like really cool homies, and like and then Ryan and Larry know each other because they went to college together.
Got it.
In Santa Barbara. And so they were like, I think they were roomies. I don't remember if they were roomies or if they're just really good friends. I think they were roomies at one point in the year at college. And so when I was working at Nike, I met Ryan and Nate, and then Ryan and Larry knew each other. And then I joined like Ryan and Nate's podcast, and then their whole group of like friends wanted to get to know me, being like, who is this girl that's on your podcast? You know?
Who the fuck is this person?
They're like, who's this girl on your podcast? And so then I started to become friends with their friends, including Larry. And so then Larry just like friend requested me on Instagram one day because like we just had mutual friends. I was like, oh yeah, he's friends with like Ryan and Nate, like he's harmless, you know. So we just like started talking on Instagram, and like we were like, yeah, we're all gonna hang out one day. We all Larry was like, we all want to meet you because like you're like the new girl that's like in our friend group, yada yada. So I was like, cool, yeah. But at that time I had a boyfriend, so yeah, which he knew. So you know, we were just homies, like nothing like, you know, like that at that time. We're just like homies.
Hey, shout out to Larry. Yeah.
So just like homies at that time. And then me and that guy that I was dating at the time broke up. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Yeah, Exploit deleted you.
And so then me and Larry just like grew like really close with each other.
Oh, that's nice.
After that. Yeah. So
Yeah, that's nice to hear.
I know.
Now you guys live in the spot. So their spot is swanky. Shit.
It's so cozy. I love this place.
Yeah, she was telling me that her dog was going to go pretty crazy or super protective, but like Nova's just like...
Oh, she's literally sleeping.
Just sleeping right now. Mouth open and all.
Just sleeping. She's chilling.
So over the past couple of years, like I've gotten to know you, and there's been a lot of different things that I did not expect.
Oh.
Which is for a good thing, right? Like, so the first thing was you're a DJ. You DJ. Mm-hmm. And I have not made it to any of your events. So again,
just for fun. Nothing like serious.
But it's cool though, right? Like again, like anytime like Ryan or Curran are DJing, like I'm their number one fan. Like out of all the friends in our group, like I'll be like ride or die. Like the last show they did was like in the Tenderloin.
Oh my god!
And it was at such a sketchy spot. But the vibe was cool. Like there was a total of like maybe 8 people.
Okay, that's
and it was bad. Like, so I was like, I go to the bar to get a drink. I'm like, yeah, can I get a Head and Coke? And it's like, oh, this is not the bar. I was like,
huh?
The alcohol's right behind you. He's like, no, it's in that room. I was like, okay. So I go into the room, and it's a girl, like she has like all the drinks. And then I was like, why is the alcohol in this room? She's like, oh, this is an 18 and up event. I'm like, huh? Excuse me? I'm like 32.
Like I'm like twice the age.
I feel like I shouldn't be here. So like we had to not just buy the alcohol there, but we had to only drink it in the room.
Oh my gosh.
And the room is like the size of like your living room.
Wait, that's so weird.
That's what I'm saying. And Curran and Shashi thought the same thing. And we're like, oh, okay.
Interesting.
So then we would just watch Mystery from afar.
Also sounds very Tenderloin at the same time. True. Like I wouldn't expect anything more than that. Like,
yeah, we ended up parking like by Chinatown, like one of the entrances of Chinatown. It was like maybe like a 10-minute walk. It's not bad. But anyway, back to you. So tell me what got you into DJing and how long have you been doing it?
So first, I guess I haven't been doing it for long, only like a couple years. Mm-hmm. Still practicing, but I probably should practice more. I don't practice enough. Mm-hmm. But that's only because I'm like busy with school and work. So after that, I just get tired. Feel that. How I got into it was, I guess Larry first, Larry was like my mentor at first. Mm-hmm. I've always been into music, like in general. And so like prior to me and Larry even dating and him like showing me how to DJ, I would always just like post music like on my Instagram, like on my like story of just like songs that I was just into or songs that I would find on like SoundCloud mixes and like other DJs. Like I liked their mixes. And like Larry would message me and be like, you should get into DJing. Like you find like really, like you have like a really good ear for like finding songs. And you can like sit down for hours and like look through like libraries of music online and like download it. Like you have like,
I'm not doing that.
He's like, you have like the patience for it.
Right.
So he's like, I think you'd be really good at it. Like you just have to learn the technical skills. He's like, you already have like the ear for sound. Throughout like us being like homies at first, he would always tell me that like, let me show you how to DJ, let me teach you, yada yada. And I'd be like, I don't know. I was always like just shy. Like I was always be like, I don't want to get judged. Like what if I'm not good at it, you know, all that kind of stuff. Or what if I don't get it? And he'd be like, no, let's just do it. So then one night I went over to his place and I went over to his place. It was like at, I don't even know, like probably 7 or 8 p.m. And he showed
super late.
It was like after work for both of us. So that was like the only time available that we could do it. And then he just showed me like what Serato looks like and then like how to read BPMs and like keys and like all that kind of stuff. And so after that one day, he just like gave me his like login for one of like his like DJ. There's like so many, I mean, there's so many DJ websites you can use, like DJ pools that you can download music from that other DJs will mix, and then they put it up there for other people to download. So he gave me a login for one of the DJ pools that he uses. And he was like, just download music and like just like sorted in your Serato, like download Serato. This was before I even had like a controller. So he was like, just put your library together and like figure out, you know, what songs you like and the order that you want them in and like look at the BPM and like all that kind of stuff. So I did that. And then that's, I guess, just how I got started was he just like kind of
fucking threw you in.
He just kind of threw me in. And then the next day after that, he actually showed me like how to do it on a turntable. And I was like, oh, this is fun. And he's like, yeah, you're actually pretty good for like just starting off. He's like, that's probably because you already have like a ear for like sound. So he's like, you have to know rhythm. You have to know like the rhythm of the song before you can do anything else. So
just mixing whatever.
Yeah, exactly. So he's like, oh, you're good at this. And then I guess that's just how I picked it up.
That's cool. Yeah. I don't know if I think I just don't have an ear for it, honestly, because like I just listen to whatever's on the radio or like on TikTok. One song I'm into right now is by
is this a TikTok song?
No, it's two of the Migos, one of them. Or two of them. It's called Hotel Lobby. That should be getting me going at the gym.
R.I.P. Takeoff.
Oh, for real. That's such a stupid situation that happened.
I know.
I wasn't even involved. Anyway. R.I.P. bro. R.I.P. But more onto like stemming from your DJing career, I guess. Like you've also done it on live stream too.
Yeah, for fun.
Yeah, at the end of it, it's all for fun, right?
Yeah.
And then that's what I think. It's always gonna be for fun, and then if you get paid to do it, that's just a bonus, right? Mm-hmm. But you've also gone into live streaming too. Mm-hmm. How's that been going?
Oh goodness. Okay, so I'm on like the same boat as you, Alex, where I haven't live streamed in so long. Okay, so like for the past like, I guess how long is like a school semester? Like 5-ish months.
Sure.
Yeah.
Half a year.
Yeah, half a year. 5 to 6 months is usually like a school semester. Mm-hmm. So I've just been like busy with school and then being like full-time at work, being a full-time student and being a full-time worker. It's like you literally don't have any time. And then like on your day off, it's like you doing homework.
You want to do shit.
Yeah, and I literally just don't want to do shit. Like I just want to sleep in and do nothing. So it's so hard to like find time to stream now, but I literally thought about it. Like before you got here, I was playing Final Fantasy and I was like,
maybe I should stream this while we're recording the podcast.
I was like, dang, I haven't streamed in a while. I was like, maybe I should stream tonight because I was like, Larry's not here, I'm not doing anything. I was like, maybe I should stream tonight, but I don't know. It's been hard. I mean, school semester starts again in like not next week, but the week after. So I'll once again be busy and won't have a life after that.
You're always busy though, yo. Like even
I know
before the stream.
I know before streaming, I was even busy.
Same here, same here, Pete. I will say your name.
I mean, Daniel was even like, you don't ever hang out with us outside of work because he's like, you're literally just like studying all the time. And I was like,
they don't know.
I know.
They don't know.
I'm sorry.
I just gave up on inviting you places. I think the only time like you'll go out is like if I have to like trap you or kidnap you.
Honestly, you're probably not.
I'll probably hit up Larry. I'm like, yo,
yeah,
I got to kidnap her to go to my birthday.
He would probably be like, yes, take her. She needs to get out.
Get out of the house. The only fresh air she gets is from the window.
Honestly, he would probably be like, take her.
So how's school been?
It's good.
Yeah.
Just
you're still doing the coding thing, right?
Still doing the coding thing. I've been learning C++ for the past couple of semesters, so I'm switching over to Java. I'm gonna learn Java next semester.
Fucking over my head, whatever.
So I'm gonna learn Java next semester. Which I heard that if you know, like, if you're familiar with like C and C++, Java is like very similar.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I don't know if it's easy. We'll see. I don't know if it's easy, but they say but they say it's similar. So usually it'll be easy for you to grasp on if you already know C and C++. So we'll see.
Do you kind of have an idea what you want to do with that, or?
I don't know. See, like all of like the leaders at work, when I tell them this, they're like, "Oh, you should do like a CE or with like, do you want to go to corporate and do that?" And I'm like, I don't know, like maybe because I'm already here, like, and that could be like my first stepping stone into like an actual like engineering position, and then see where it takes me after that. My brother is a computer engineer, so
I didn't even know you had a brother.
I know. So my brother's
we're all learning together, guys.
So my brother's a computer engineer, and he's the one that actually got me into coding because I would always see him doing it in college and like for work and like all that kind of stuff when we still lived at home with our parents.
Got it.
And so he got me into coding, and he currently works. I mean, he's worked at like a couple different places. He's worked at like larger corporations to like smaller startups. Right now, he works at like a smaller shop, and he really likes it. He's been there for like a couple years now, and he's like one of their senior like head engineer people. Yeah, so he'd be making money.
Hey. That's a good title. I'm your senior engineer analyst.
Something like that.
Yeah, there's like 7 words for that one title.
But I told him, he knows that I'm studying coding, so like he helps me on my homework, which is actually really nice. So I have the best brother.
Cool, I need help.
No, really. I'll call him at like Saturday nights at like 7 p.m. and he'll help me with my homework for like 3 hours. I'm not even kidding. He's like the best brother ever. So
P, just put the function over the quotient.
Literally, sometimes we'll want to like yell at each other because like the concept is so hard to understand without it like being in person. We're only on like Google Meet because that's the only way we could do it when he lives in San Francisco. So anyway, so he works at like a startup company right now. That's really cool. My brother is like such a straight edge, like even more straight edge than like I am, and I'm pretty straight edge. Like he doesn't like we both mutually like never grew up like doing drugs, smoking weed, going to parties, drinking, any of that kind of stuff. Neither. Right? So we're both like very like straight edge growing up. I mean, we're obviously older. Like my brother's 29, I'm 28. So like now it's like we know like we can handle whatever. We know alcohol. We're grown adults here, okay? So my brother, like, I don't know if he's ever smoked weed. I've never smoked weed before. I know. I don't know if my brother's ever smoked weed before, but it's funny because he works at like a distribution company that distributes weed.
Got it. Okay.
And so like his company gets like he works like with a bunch of like different companies that distribute.
Got it.
Yeah, like I said like 3 times. And so he gets like weed or like
he just has a surplus of weed on him.
He gets like weed or like infused like those like infused weed
like
peanut butter stuff like that, right, from his company. And I asked him, I was like, do you ever try it, like, because it's like the product,
yeah, why not?
Yeah, do you ever try it, like, whatever. And he said, yeah, he's tried some stuff. It's like some of stuff is like okay, and like some stuff he's like it's actually like pretty good. But like he doesn't take like doses of like I know my brother, he's not like an addict for it. Yeah, he's not like an addict for it. So he's smarter than that. But
not him being addicted to marijuana, like not him being addicted to the gateway drug. I don't think I've ever met anyone that's like, to function, I need to smoke weed.
Okay, so back in the day, so back when I was in high school, or I think I just graduated high school, this might have been like the summer that I graduated high school, I was like, I don't want to say I was dating this guy because I didn't tell him I was dating him. He was obsessed with me.
Got it.
And he was like he had to smoke weed. Like
to do anything?
Yes, to do anything. Like when
doesn't weed chill you out?
I don't know. He was like the
Let me know in the comments, guys. Like if weed is supposed to like chill you the fuck out, like why do you need it to function?
I don't know. He was like one of the strangest people that I've ever met. Like he was like really cool as like a person, but like I just couldn't bear the fact that he like had to smoke weed pretty much 24/7. I was like, dude, we're literally just like hanging out.
We're at the library.
Yeah, I'm like, we were at the library and you have to smoke weed. Why?
You can't use the book to roll papers. You can't use that.
It was like the most bizarre thing ever. So that's why I told him. I was like, this is me being honest with him. I'm like, dude, I'm not gonna date you because you smoke weed like that much. I don't care if like Larry smokes weed every so often. Like that doesn't bother me. Like I've dated guys that have done worse drugs, to be honest. But so like nice. My ex before, this is another ex. My ex before Larry like did key. So like
got it.
Yeah. So
I like how you're trying to whisper it, but like we have mics.
He did key.
I'll put a caption on what that means.
I digress on him, but I was just being like straight up completely honest with the guy. I was like, we're not dating because you literally smoke weed way too much for my liking. Like I don't care if he smoked weed every so often or whatever, but like he literally smoked weed like 24/7. Like he would literally ditch me like
to go smoke weed.
Yeah, that's how much I was like, fuck no.
Yeah.
Like so I was
fuck being baby.
So that's why I was like being honest with him and be like, no, we're not dating. And then I started dating this, like went on dates. I wouldn't say he's like a boyfriend, or like an ex-boyfriend, but like we went on dates.
Okay, P being a little player. Okay.
I went on dates with like another guy, and like I told him, I was like, I'm going on dates with like another guy, and he got so upset. And I was like, dude, I'm being honest with you. Like, me and you are not dating. You can't be upset with me for going on dates with like another guy.
Yeah.
If I literally told you, like, we're not dating.
I know that.
But I don't know. I forgot how I got to this. Oh, yeah, because he spoke. Okay, so yeah. So my brother worked at a weed distribution company.
Got it.
And he told me, like, when I graduate college.
What's up, Nova?
Hi, Nova. He told me that when I graduate college, like, he'll get me an internship at his company so I can literally, like, shadow, like, what a computer engineer does, like actual computer engineering and like the life of like a computer
I always
engineer.
trip about like when someone says like internships, just because is it paid, is it not paid? Because like in the reality of it is like you gotta get get this money.
I know. It's probably not gonna be paid. But honestly, like I know it is unfortunate, but at the same time I'm like
what's going on here?
I don't know, it feels really cold and it's nice.
There's gonna be a lot of people watching this. You're like, what is going on?
Just censor this part out.
Right. I still don't know how to do that yet in Premiere.
Oh gosh, we gotta learn.
There's a lot of stuff I need. So I stopped using iMovie for like. Oh. Yeah, because I used iMovie because one, it's free and it's easy.
Yeah, it's easy.
But I was like, I need something that's gonna help me like make like clips for like for vertical content. Oh. And like. So like stuff you scroll on your phone, and like iMovie doesn't do that. Like you have to like crop it,
and then
turn it, and then you have to like.
Oh, that's annoying.
I was like, that's way too much work.
Yeah. Do you have to pay for Premiere?
Yeah, it's like only like $30 a month.
Only.
Hey.
Only. He said only.
You know, I can't hate the game. It's a game. I gotta play the game.
He belongs to the streets.
Whoa. Okay.
It's a blade. It's called the Blade now.
Yeah. All right. That's how you feel.
I guess that was my long short story about how
of your dating career.
Yeah, of my dating career in coding. That's
Yeah.
Nova.
What's up, Nova?
Where is she?
She went down the hallway.
Oh, Nova. There she is.
What are you crying about? I've noticed that German Shepherds are like the...
She scratches her ear and it hurt. And I don't know why she does it, but she scratches her ear to the point where like she hurts herself, and that's why she cries.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know why she does it.
Have you got the ear checked out?
Yeah, I mean Larry puts like the stuff in her ear.
Yeah, then
and
she
then
shakes
she
it.
shakes it out. Yeah, but it.
Do you guys have insurance?
Yeah,
Yeah, get checked out.
I know we should.
Yeah,
And
Crystal.
she's only getting older too.
Yeah, Crystal and I have like the
Do you have the one
second
through
most.
work?
What?
The one through work? There's
No,
one
no,
through-
no.
Oh.
We got like the second most expensive one that like covers like 90%, just in case like shit happens.
Oh, yeah. No.
But I don't know what it does. I don't know what it covers. I didn't pay for it.
I know Nova.
Wait, so how long have you had Nova?
Well, no, Larry's had Nova since.
Oh,
like,
got you.
She was like a couple months old.
Hi.
I just became her mommy about 2.5 years ago.
Oh,
I know.
you a big dog.
I know. She's a big dog. She's 80 pounds, and she lays right on top of you like she thinks she's only
that's
like
you.
5. Yep.
That's you. Okay, the final topic that we have going on is, we kind of touched on it earlier, is like you have so many of these, I don't know if it's fair for me to say these passions, but like these hobbies and these interests that you have all on top of school, on top of work, on top of your love life, on top of your mommy dog life. Like there's burnout that will happen no matter what. So like, what are some ways or suggestions that you have to like the listeners and viewers to like, how do you deal with burnout?
Oh, I've definitely been burnt out before. I think I remember my first burnout being when I was working at Nike.
Wait, before you go on to this,
God.
I'm like 6 of them in, and like,
okay.
Okay, just so everybody knows, P doesn't really drink.
I don't, but this one's really good.
Yeah, grapefruit.
I like the grapefruit.
I was afraid that it was gonna be like the
Too
bittery grapefruit,
but it's actually good.
Yeah.
I like it.
but soju's dangerous.
Soju is like the only alcoholic drink
Because it doesn't taste like shit.
yeah, that I can drink like over and over and over again
Yeah.
because it doesn't taste like shit.
Do you ever get like the pictures when you go to Korean barbecue?
They have that? You can get a picture of soju?
Yeah. P.
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 I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah, you can get lychee yogurt flavored.
What?
You live out here.
But like so I don't eat Korean barbecue. I mean, I love Korean barbecue, don't get me wrong. But like I don't eat it a lot because my stomach is like the size of a peanut. So like I'll eat like 2 pieces.
One brisket, please.
Yeah, I'll eat like 2 pieces of brisket and then I'll be full.
Okay,
but
then
like,
you have to go out with us when because we fucking eat.
Yeah, I have to go with like a big ass group of people.
Or just Crystal and I.
Or just Crystal and you if you guys eat a lot. Because like I just get I like my eyes are like, you know what's that thing when like your eyes are hungrier than like your stomach is or
Do you
something
just
like
watch
that?
the menu?
Yeah. I'll just be like, my mouth will be drooling just reading the menu, and then the food comes in front of me, and I'm like, oh, I'm so full already.
Miss, you just had water.
I had like 1 grain of rice, and I'll be
I'm
full.
so full. You know,
But the thing is,
rice
like,
expands.
I love food. Like,
Yeah.
I love trying different foods. I love like eating all kinds of food. Doesn't matter like what culture, whatever, like where it's from, what it is. Like I'll eat it. I'll at least try it. Even if I end up not liking it, I'll at least try it. So like I love food, but like I just get
Physically, you can't fit it in.
Yeah, I just physically it just doesn't work with my body.
Do you feel like you graze more than you like eating meals?
Probably, yeah. Yeah, probably.
Maybe we just need to put a bunch of Korean barbecue in like small portions.
No, see, that's also my favorite part of like the Korean barbecues places is like they give you those like little
The
side dishes.
banchan?
Yeah, the little banchan dishes. Oh, I love that. See, like I'll eat that. I'll eat that shit up.
That's probably what fills you up.
I'll be eating the kimchi like, and then like,
I like
the little seaweed.
the cucumber ones.
Ooh, the cucumber one's good.
Fucking
Yeah,
fire.
that's
Hi.
good.
Want me to pet you again?
She wanted to jig. She's like, "What are you guys doing?"
You guys are just talking. No one's paying attention to me.
Honestly, it's literally what's going through her mind. Oh, she's being so good. I'm actually really surprised.
Choji loves it when I scratch under his neck.
Yeah.
He goes.
She gets that. Does Choji have like a tickle spot? Where's his tickle spot?
His is like on his chest.
Oh, on his chest. Nova's sometimes there, or it's like by her leg somewhere, like on her like in her like inner thigh or something like that. It's
your paws are mad fat.
So Larry said
I'm not insulting you.
When she was a puppy, like her paws were so big she had to grow into them. Like she was like so derpy. As like a derpy looking puppy. That's
how German Shepherds are though. Like their ears stick up.
Mm-hmm. She just looked like she had really big ears and like really big paws, and she just had to grow into them.
Yeah, Choji just will nonstop lick you.
Aww.
Like we should have named him Lickitung instead of Choji.
That's his middle name.
Choji Lickitung, my last name. Expletive deleted. Okay, so back to you dealing with burnout. That was a big ass tangent.
Okay, so what was I saying? Oh yeah, so I've experienced burnout like multiple times. Like I think the first time that I've ever experienced burnout was when I was working at Nike. And
Nova's experienced burnout right now.
And she honestly is, just because Larry's not here. I think the first time I experienced burnout was when I was working at Nike, and I was also working at Levi's at the same time, and there's also going to school at the same time. So I was working two jobs.
Pay these student bills.
So I was working at Nike and Levi's and going to school while also living at my parents' still. So like, out that way.
Yeah.
Over there. And everything that I was like, I went to school in the city. I worked at both Levi's and Nike in the city.
It's a fucking drive, fam.
Commute on BART was like an hour to hour and a half each time. Back to and from. So like I would be sitting on BART for 3 hours out of my day while being stuck in traffic, because you gotta drive to BART and then you gotta drive home.
Right.
So while being stuck in traffic to and from BART in my car. So that was probably like a total of like a 4 to 5 hour commute.
It's a part-time shift right there.
Yeah. So it was literally insane.
I don't know what it is about the Bay Area. We need a more efficient transit system.
Yeah, the BART ain't cutting it for us.
California just in general needs a better transit system.
Oh, totally. Like even when you got into Southern California, like there's nothing.
Yeah.
Like you literally take the bus, but the bus isn't like
efficient.
The bus isn't even efficient. You can't get anywhere in Los Angeles.
Just wish we had it like New York.
Honestly, Japan.
That bullet train. They said they were going to have a bullet train.
That's a myth. I think that's a myth.
I don't know, but one, it's probably going to be way too expensive.
Or it's not going to be done until like
2050.
Yeah, exactly.
I think no, that's only 30 years from now.
Okay, it'll be like 2100.
Goddamn. I remember back in my day, we used to take BART.
Goddamn.
We used to take AC Transit. Making me sound like a fucking boomer.
Yeah, I think that's a myth. We're never gonna get bullet train here. We're too
stuck in our ways.
Yeah, we're not like advanced to like
for
Japan
us being, like,
and
the
like Asia.
center of like all technology.
Yeah, we just got like a bunch of stupid people out here. Like we're just not smart.
People just don't know how to drive.
Yeah,
let's talk about that. Okay.
Oh my god, especially in this rain.
Yeah, you know what? I still want to go eat. It's okay. So if you're in the Bay Area and it's fucking raining, slow down.
Yeah, like let people merge in. Why are you trying to speed up to like cut them off if they have a merging in lane? Like
if you need to pump the brakes, you slide them. As Jace would say, slide.
I don't get it. Anyway, so that was probably the first time I've ever experienced burnout.
That makes sense because then you got 2 jobs. Let's talk about
insane.
that.
I don't know how I did that.
Well, I don't know either. And
like
you're not
thinking
using
about it
external
now.
substances.
No. Thinking about it now, I'm like, how the fuck did I do that?
It's
like
that drive.
I don't even think I could do that now. I mean, well, I guess I'm kind of like that now, being a full-time student and full-time at work. It's pretty much like having 2 part-time jobs and then full-time. But it was just like the commute and everything like added together. I don't know how I did that. Like I would be doing homework literally on BART every single time.
That kind of makes sense though, because you got to be efficient with it.
Yeah, because I would be like, I'm not going to sit on BART for like an hour and a half and not do anything. And like, as a woman, I'm not going to fall asleep on BART because that's
fair.
I'm not trying to get like kidnapped.
Yeah, you are like the size of like a bag of rice.
Yeah. So I just did homework on BART. I would literally do homework in the morning at like 6 a.m. riding to school, and then at like 6 p.m., 7 p.m. riding back from
So how'd you
school.
bounce back from it?
Eventually I quit Levi's and then just worked at Nike. And then I think I took like a year off of school, I want to say, and
That's
like
good.
I don't remember exactly what year. I think it was like 2017. I took like a year off of school, and then I only just worked full time because I was like, I need to like chill out. Like there's so many times, I mean, still even till this day, Larry tells me this all the time too. He's like, you're going to get stressed out and you're going to yell at me. And it's so
not
true.
Just for your benefit. It's just for I'm protecting myself.
Like I literally have to think about it now and be like, "Fuck, he's right." Like, let me. Just,
I am gonna yell at him.
Yeah, like I am gonna yell at him. I need to chill. And so like I remember like I would get so stressed out that I would literally like I would bottle it all in and then I would let it all out, but I would like
on Larry.
Yeah, and it would be just on Larry. Or like back then when I didn't have anybody, it would just be like I would literally just like cry myself to sleep sometimes because I would just be like so stressed out. Like I'm the type of person that like when I get angry or I get mad, I just cry. Like that's just my way of dealing with it. Like I just cry because I would just get like so overwhelmed. So I remember just like always just like sometimes just literally crying myself to sleep because I would be like so stressed out. And like your parents obviously don't understand, and them being Asian, like they really don't understand.
I came to this country with $7
You're so
in my
privileged.
pocket.
I was poor when I was young.
That's fair. They also didn't have the same type of medicine back then.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, your school was different, okay? Tuition money was different. Like, my dad went to University of Hawaii. He said that his tuition for school and dorm, $500 a semester.
Yeah, that's not even enough for books.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, $500 for Hawaii? I'm like, there's no way. Like,
what was this, 1920?
I don't even know. But I'm just like, that blows my mind. But schooling is like completely different from like how our parents went to school back then.
That's
so,
hard
like,
within like the Asian family to be like
they just don't get it.
To validate the feelings.
Yeah.
Like one thing that I struggle with is wanting to try hard, but not wanting to try hard because I know I'll never hear my mom say I'm proud of you.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever. I mean, I don't think in high school I ever heard my parents say that. It wasn't until like there's one time where I got so stressed out and burnt out that I got into this huge argument with my parents because they would be like, why are your grades like not A's basically? And like, you know,
why are you dishonoring the family?
Yeah, why are they not A's? Or, you know, like what is going on with you? You're like what is happening like with schoolwork and like you shouldn't be dating right now if like you know all this kind of stuff, right? And so I remember being in like I got into like a huge argument with my parents one time, and like we didn't even talk for like a couple weeks because it was just like I didn't even want to talk to them or anything, or they didn't even want to talk to me. But I think that argument needed to happen because after that, like my parents like realized like, oh, like, you know, she's a human being. Like,
she's not a machine.
Yeah. Like that's our daughter. Like she's always going to be our daughter. And like, there's only so much that like she can do. And so I think after that, it kind of
like strengthened your relationship.
It strengthened my relationship with my parents, but then it also like made me realize like what I'm doing to myself. Like, why am I working 2 jobs and being a full-time student? Why am I just bottling up this energy or these feelings? Why am I not talking about these things? Like I should be talking about these things, especially to my parents, because like I'm living in like they've raised me and like they know me better than anybody else, you know?
Yeah, debatable. Very debatable.
Yeah, I guess in my situation, yeah. So I think that definitely needed to happen. And so nowadays, like, I mean, I still do get burnt out being a full-time student and working full-time. Like literally somebody called me today from work and was like,
weren't you off today?
I was off today. Like somebody still called me from work and was like, hey P, like this happened. So
perfect. Leave it on my desk.
Yeah.
I'll be back on Monday.
Exactly. So I still do get burnt out nowadays, but I think like having being able to actually like talk to my parents about it now and them like asking me, you know, like how's work going, how's school going, like, you know, do you need any help? Like it's definitely opened their eyes to realizing that like I'm just a regular human being and there's only so much that I can do.
Yeah, I wish I was the same with my situation. I usually don't talk about my feelings with my mom because it always ends up being a lecture.
Subject, yeah.
Well, it always just ends up like, well, if you didn't do this, X, Y, and Z.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Just really wanted someone to listen, but all right. Didn't really need a discussion or a learning lesson right now. But
it sucks, you know?
Yeah, it is what it is. A lot of it is like what makes me want to always drink a lot. Not saying like I'm like I need alcohol to function. Like as you guys see
as
on the
we're
episode,
functioning right now,
like
which
9.
we need alcohol.
But like I don't know. Like I always when it comes to like our parents and stuff, like it's hard for me to just always say like, you know, this is what's happening.
Yeah.
Because I know that they don't understand and they won't understand. But another part of me, it's like it's unfair for me to assume that.
Yeah.
But I'm just the internal dialogue goes like, nope, I validated that.
Yeah.
Whatever I say, they're like, oh, you should just keep working hard. Or
yeah, you like want to avoid
focusing.
this situation, but then at the same time, you're like, it's also my parent. So
yeah, I'm just like,
yeah.
I'm usually the person that listens, and I'm down to always listen. I usually am not the one to like talk to people about it.
That's me too.
Hey,
I'm
we're
usually
cut from the same cloth.
I'm usually a listener and not a talker.
Yeah.
Like people will always come to me with like their problems, whether it's like relationships or work or school or friendships or
what do I do in this situation?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Let's figure this out.
People will always come to me for their situations or like their like if they need advice, and I'm like, well, first of all, I'm always like, what the fuck makes people think that like I can give good advice? Like, I mean, I'm flattered that you think I can give good advice, but like, is it actually good advice?
Well, it's advice.
I guess it's better than
that's however they interpret it, I guess.
I guess that's true.
Yeah, I always thought about like going into like therapy for it, but I'm just like, I don't even have time for that.
Yeah, it's hard.
Like I got work. I got this stuff to edit. I got school.
How's school for you?
School, I should be finishing within this year for sure.
Oh, good.
Best case scenario, summer, but I'm taking like this marketing class and like I'm retaking it because I failed the first time. That shit fucking hard.
Marketing is hard.
They're like the
it's
concept.
So psychological.
The concept of the class is really like build the business model, and like we critique you on it, and like I have to figure out like the whole thing to build a business. I'm just like, are you just using the data that I'm using, creating to make your own business? Because I'm pretty sure this one will take off.
You're like, come on, teach. I need you to sign something before I give this off to you.
And it's so tough because it's like online. It's like I'm teaching myself.
Yeah.
And then my ass be lazy and procrastinate. Like I'll wait till the last day.
What?
Yeah, just because like I got other shit to do.
That's also true. Yeah.
I'm just like, even though like sometimes like I just need to recoup because like my job entails like dealing with people's problems. Because I'm a service ambassador for a large tech company, and I'm just so mentally drained when I get home. I'm just like, I don't want to do this, but like I know like I paid money for this, so like I have to do this.
Yeah.
And it comes to the point where like, okay, fuck it, I'll just sacrifice my mental just to get. I'm trying to get this A, but so far I have a 3.2.
Oh, let's go!
I've never had that. It feels so good. I was like a 1.9 in high school.
Oh my goodness.
2.0.
I mean, honestly, I feel like that's how a lot of high school students like that.
I don't know. A lot of my friends were smart.
I feel like a lot of like that was like the average. I don't know.
It's like my friends are all taking like AP calculus. I'm like, I'm here in home ec.
Well, it's like I feel like you're either like you're like the smartest kid in the class, or it's like you're at the bottom. Like there's no in between.
I can see that.
Yeah.
It was also hard because my mom worked at the high school that I worked at. I didn't work at my high school. And like when I would be like fucking up in a subject, like when I get home, like I heard you fucking up, and then, so I was like, "How the fuck do you know this? Who told you?"
Mrs. So-and-so told me.
Yeah, Mr. Camacho told me you're messing up in the trigonometry class.
Damn, Trig.
It's trigonometry. I thought this was algebra.
Oh my
Why do I need
goodness.
to know the sign of the cosine of a tangent?
Oh my god, don't even get me started on cosines and tangents.
I'm not, because I won't understand
Oh my
anything.
god, that shit blows my mind.
I just want to know, like, again, I would just wish, like, the way high school is designed, I wish, like, the first 2 years, okay, cool, like, getting, like, all, like, getting algebra, English all out the way. And, like, I feel that it should be given a choice in the junior and sophomore. I'm just going backwards. We're failing. Junior and senior years to like really like hone in on life skills, because life skills just told you how not to get pregnant.
Oh, totally.
But like, how do you like in life skills? Like, okay, what is a credit card? How do you use a bank? What does a bank offer? What are taxes?
Yeah.
How to file taxes? I think like even just like a year, or not even a year, even a couple months of talking about this stuff to help the public become the future of the community, that would be nice. But then like, I just need my daughter to do AP English. I need her to know English better. Let's quote Shakespeare. That doesn't make sense. They use improper English anyway.
Oh, I agree with you. I definitely feel like, I mean, luckily we get to pick our classes for college, so it's like technically like all
Fair
on
enough.
you. But no, I definitely wish like they should have started off. I mean, the American education system's all kinds of fucked up anyway. So I mean, it makes complete sense why we're all a bunch of idiots just trying to figure out life as we.
It's also how our algorithms are for our social media. So like if you compare like say for example TikTok, like our TikTok algorithm is like, okay, thirst traps, dance moves, food challenges. That's the main three. It was the holy trinity of ours. But if you go to like say like China, Japan, other ones,
completely different.
it's all about engineering, acts of kindness,
Because
whatever.
they regulate and monitor like their social media.
I'm just like, I'm okay with that.
Honestly, I wouldn't mind.
Because I could just throw, if I want to see a thirst trap, just throw on a VPN.
I would love to try that, honestly. Like,
let's just move to Japan.
It's like people who live in like Japan or like China or anywhere in Asia, they're like, they look at Americans and they're like, oh my god, you guys are like so lucky, like you guys have so much freedom and like you can do whatever you want.
I guess, but we're stupid.
Honestly, but I'm like, look at us, we're a bunch of idiots just trying to figure out literally our lives as the day goes on.
We still can't figure out littering.
Like we literally figure out our lives as the day goes on. And then it's like you meet somebody who's like originally from like China or Japan or like Singapore or something, and they're like 21 and they have their shit together.
Yeah.
I'm like, he just bought a Tessie and he's like 21 years old. I'm like, huh?
It's probably because he's a retail investor, so he bought a fixer-upper, took out a loan, and,
exactly.
and then refinanced.
And you know where he probably learned that? High school.
Probably his parents.
High school, college, his parents. Like, yeah, we just got a fucked up education system.
That's unfortunate, though.
Really
for us being like a successful country, but now it doesn't feel like that.
Yeah,
you see how much
really.
like bell peppers cost now?
Hello? How much are bell peppers?
It was like one of them was like $1.
What the hell? I'm about to start growing my own. I
Well,
sell them for like $1.50.
I don't know where you're gonna grow it. But then I thought about that since I actually have a backyard. I was like, maybe I should grow bell peppers, but I'm just like, they don't. It's not like fucking like. Do
they grow?
It's not like Stardew Valley. Like, okay, it's done, it's grown.
In like 2 days, it's done.
Okay, I gotta.
And walk on down to the market and you can sell it.
It's like I gotta wait like weeks at least.
Or go give it to like your girlfriend
like
and then win her heart over.
I grew and cultivated this wheat. This is for you.
Will you be my wife?
This is a mushroom. This is a shiitake mushroom. How'd you grow it out here?
Oh my god, I want to play Stardew Valley now.
I've been wanting to find a game that Crystal and I can play. So like I bought It Takes Two. I was like, sick. We can play.
That game looks so cute.
It is, but like it's not cross-platform. So
it's not.
That's what I'm saying. I was like, so like you have to. It doesn't make sense because like if I got on PC, she has to get a PC. So I was like, okay, if I get on PC, maybe she can play on Switch. Which I was like, that makes kind of sense.
Yeah, but then
it's nope.
Wow.
I was like, that's dumb.
Any game that's not cross-platform now, like what are you doing? Like, just what the fuck are you doing?
Come on. It's not about the money anymore.
Honestly.
The game was like only $30. Even if she bought the game.
You guys should play Cuphead.
That looks so stressful.
So I have it and I beat it by myself like years ago, and it is really stressful. And then I try to play it with Larry because I just wanted to play it with somebody.
The 2 cup people, right?
Yeah, and then we just like started yelling at each other, and so like we haven't
Move
played it.
to the left.
So we literally like haven't played it since. And like whenever I bring it up to him, like we'll be sitting on the couch one day and he'll just be like, "You want to play a video game?" I'm like, "Yeah, let's play Cuphead." And he's like, "No, I don't want to play the game with you.
I don't want a game that's gonna like ruin our relationship."
Yeah, he's like, "Yeah, no, I don't want to do that." I'm like, "Okay." But I'm like, it's a fun game. Like the art style is so cute and it's so cool. Like the whole retro, like black and white or like really old school, like comic. It's
like cartoony stuff.
Yeah, cartoon. It's like it's so cute. Like you want to play it just because like the music's cute and because it looks cute. But it's like it's a rage game for sure.
Yeah. If there was a game that was a little more expansive, like not expansive, but like that had a little more to do. Like say Animal Crossing, but like if Animal Crossing and Sims had a baby,
that's actually
that'd be a cool game.
That would be a
cool watch
game.
it Stardew Valley.
I know,
but like, but that's not Minecraft.
Yeah, that's not Minecraft.
I think
Minecraft.
if there was a game like that, like I think Crystal and I would be down. That's crossplay.
Yeah, that's crossplay. Yeah.
Like I'm down to buy another Switch. Like okay, I get it.
Yeah, Switch won't cost as much as a whole new PC.
I have one in my cart.
Yeah.
I'll just get the Switch Lite. She can have the regular Switch.
Honestly, hey, the light's cute with all the different colors that it has. I'm like, I kind of want one just because it's cute.
I was about to buy a pink one.
I know, I want a pink one. The pink one's adorable.
I've realized in the last couple of years, like I vibe with the color pink a lot.
Me too. I used to hate pink growing up. Like I used to like, maybe it was because like as a woman, like they're always like, oh, pink is like a girl color. Like, you know, like when you have a baby, it's like blue or pink, and like pink is like, maybe that's just like the thought that always went through my head, and that's why I didn't ever like the color pink growing up. I was like, I never
because it's like just shoved down your throat.
Yeah, it's like, oh my god, you're supposed to wear pink, like pink because you're a girl, pink because this. Like
I don't think I've ever met a girl that wears all fucking pink, looking like a Teletubby.
And I hope not. But that's probably why I never liked the color pink. But in like the past few years, like I love the color pink.
It's a good color.
Yeah, it's like so like soft and like.
Oh, what color pink are we talking about?
I guess like maybe like this, like
lychee,
lychee like yeah, like this, like it's like such a soft and not like the like neon pink.
Oh, that's the color of my bindings. On my snowboard.
Well, I guess it depends. Maybe yeah, for like snowboarding, that's probably fine. Like I have like bright green bindings.
Yeah.
Like, but that's like things like that is fine. But like pink like has just become like a really cute color. I just don't like it.
I've also like started to change like the color. You can't really tell with my outfit today, but it's a lot of browns and tans.
Yeah.
Just because it's
mutual colors.
It's just easy.
Put it with everything. Wear it with anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Plus, I think it probably looks better with like Asian skin tone colors.
I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like we're a little tan, but a little white at the same time.
That's the underarm.
Yeah, it's because it's winter. Probably because it's winter. I'm really white right now. Also because I am a quarter white.
Oh, fair enough.
Also, Japanese people, they're really fair. So that's probably why. Yeah. My mom is the only tan one in the family. My dad tries to be tan, but because he's like Japanese and white, like when my dad tries to get tan, he just gets orange. He doesn't think that he likes orange. But he definitely just turns orange.
He's eating too many carrots.
He doesn't think he turns orange, but he's just orange.
Wow, that was a big tangent.
I love it.
The first topic was how do you deal with burnout?
We're just talking. We're just chilling.
But yesterday was Friday the 13th. Cheers to that.
Oh, no. Did you get any tattoos?
It's fucking working.
Same, 9 to 6 or 8 to 5.
There was a lot of tattoo shops that were open after 6.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know. I thought they all closed at like 5 or 6.
Not on the biggest tattoo day of the year.
Really?
Or one of the biggest tattoo days.
If I would have known that, I would have got one.
That's okay. Okay, if you were to get a tattoo right now, what would you get?
I want to get like a wave, like a really like simple like ocean wave,
like
just like a line.
Like a stick figure wave, or like it's kind of detailed,
like just like a line,
Oh, like the birds.
Yeah, like a bird.
The seagulls.
Yeah, but like it was a way. I just want to get like a real like something just really really simple.
Where would you get it? Like under your ear?
Oh, I'm too scared to get anything there because I hear that it hurts a lot.
Oh,
or maybe it's just like a mental thing. Like people say you can like anything that you get like on your head or like in your ear or something. Like you hear it. like the buzzing sound
makes
from like the
sense.
needle. So like it's like such a mental game
Oh,
when you get like a tattoo anywhere that's there. So like I'm too scared for that.
I feel like this one hurt the most. The one that's
what a lot
underarm.
of people say. A lot of people
It's
say
'cause
like
you
your
don't have.
underarm
I think it's because you don't
hurts.
have a lot of muscle there.
Probably. And then people say like the closer you get to the armpit hurts.
Fuck it. I do
Yeah.
want to get the side of my head tattooed.
Then
I
you
don't know
then
what-
you can't grow your hair out anymore
Why not?
because you want to be able to see it.
Well, but it's a little surprise. Like surprise.
You just shaved just that one part of your head.
Surprise.
Just that one part of your head
Yeah.
is shaved just to see that.
Just so
to see the
I know it's
tattoo.
there. I know it's there.
What would you get there?
I don't know.
YOLO.
Yo,
No.
and a nice sans serif. Some old English that says YOLO.
Not the old English.
And it doesn't say YOLO, it says ye YOLO. Ye old YOLO.
YOLO.
Ye old
YOLO.
YOLO.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, a lot of people were trying to get tattooed at this. Fuck, what's the name of it?
Some people at work like went to Alameda. Like Cam did. Cam was telling me.
Yeah, I wonder if they went to Pretty in Ink.
Oh, I don't know what
It's
it's
an all
called.
female. So
Maybe.
shout out to Pretty in Ink. It's an all female tattoo parlor.
In Alameda?
Mhm.
Oh.
Yeah.
My lucky one.
Yay.
I like
Sure.
line work though. I like really like I like
You like
my
bold line work?
I like dainty like line work. Like, because
Mm.
I feel like first of all, as an Asian parent, your parents don't want you to get any tattoos.
Sorry, Mom.
I know. So like I got my very first tattoo when I was in Thailand over in October after I switched to the different store.
Got it.
And so my mom and my dad like did not want me to get any tattoos. Like my mom was like, wait, which is actually kind of funny because I told my mom like I want to get a nose piercing, and I still do, and she still doesn't want me to do that, so that's why I haven't gotten one yet.
What
I
kind
know I'm
of
28
nose
years.
piercing?
I'm 20 years old, and I still listen to my mom.
It's okay. We're Asian.
At first, I wanted to get a septum, like a little baby like septum ring. But then I was like, I don't know. Maybe I'll just do like a little Maryland.
little stud.
Yeah, just like a little stud, and then eventually change it out
Watch
to
you
like
get
a
your
little.
bridge pierced.
Like I wouldn't know. See, I wouldn't do anything like that. I wouldn't do anything like extreme like that. Like anything that I get, like whether it's a tattoo or like a piercing, I want it to be like very minimal, very like small. Like it's there, but it's like, is it really there? Like somebody has to like double check to be like, is that real or like, am I seeing
Damn, like that.
something? So like that's how I want like all of like my.
So where would you
tattoos
put the
like,
wave?
I would put it like I think I would put it like here, like on like
right where the fucking
yeah, like I would put it I think somewhere like right here.
Okay.
And it's just like really like simple, just like line work, just like a line. That's like a wave. Yeah, like that's it. That's
like the lowercase r in cursive.
yeah, I just want like a really like just all of my tattoos to be like just line work, really simple.
Mhm.
Only black and white. I don't think I would ever do color.
Well,
Well, first of all, I was like reading something online that was like certain colors on like Asian skin tones doesn't show. Yeah, like it won't stick.
Yeah, like this.
Did you get something color and it just didn't stay? Yeah, see, like it shows,
like
but like
her
it
lips
doesn't.
are like supposed to be red, but
Mhm.
the person. Shout out to Youngblood Tattoo. That's his name, Youngblood. He's Native American.
Youngblood.
Yeah, he's Native American.
That's tight.
He had to go white, then do the red for it to show. But then I do want to get a Hanya mask. But then I want it like right on my bicep. But I want the skin of the Hanya to be blue, like bright blue.
Oh.
So I'm just like, I don't know how that's going to work.
Yeah.
But it is like the not as tan place.
So maybe it'll show more.
I hope.
Yeah. Or maybe they'll have to do white and
White,
then
right.
and then
I hope
color
so.
after.
I don't know. I just wanted to, because I like the.
I wonder if they charge you more for doing that.
Well, fuck it.
Because it's
right?
like more pigment, right?
Whatever. As long as it's not over $500.
Well, I guess it depends on how big or how small
whatever,
you're gonna
fuck
get it
it.
though. Yeah.
As long as it's not over $2,000. No, actually, no. Fuck that.
No.
I would want it to be more than $1,000 if it's only just my bicep.
Pay for quality. That's
Fair
how
enough,
I think
fair
about
enough,
it.
fair enough.
Pay for
He's
quality.
like, that
'Cause
will
if this is gonna be
$17,000.
permanently on your body,
Mhm.
pay for the quality.
Well, I got this egg for free.
Was it a stick and poke?
No, it was Crystal has her own machine.
I was looking at that. I was like, is that an egg?
Yeah, it's a fried egg.
Cute. It's so cute.
Yeah, I was drunk one night, and then Crystal was like, "Can I do this?" I was like, "Okay."
It's just a little
And I was
egg.
literally like in our our dining room table. I was like this.
Did it hurt at all?
No,
Oh.
I don't know. I think I'm just numb to the pain of tattoos.
Well, I mean, you
Debatable,
have enough
right?
now,
I hope,
so
right?
like you.
I'm just crying every time.
Yeah, I mean,
Well, this one took the longest. This was like
I bet
think
that one
11
that one's
hours straight.
Oh my, straight?
Yeah,
Oh my goodness.
I was at my old manager's dad's house on the couch.
Old man. Did the dad do it?
Yeah, the dad was a tattoo artist.
What?
Yeah.
That's sick.
I was like, yeah, I want a zombie rhino and like I want the Kraken. He's like, okay, all right, we'll do this. Okay, cool.
Oh damn.
Yeah, he did it all in one go.
He was he like a legit tattoo artist?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's sick. Huh.
If I remember, he was like incarcerated and then he
Oh.
just got out.
That's
was
how
like,
you
whatever.
learn how to tattoo is when you're incarcerated.
I guess.
All right, gotta go to prison so I can learn how to tattoo.
That's my game plan. I'm gonna drop out of school.
Exactly.
Quit work.
If coding
I'm gonna
doesn't
commit a
work, if coding doesn't work, I'm gonna get locked up and I'm gonna
Yeah.
learn how to tattoo. And then
I'm
when I get out of
I'm gonna
prison,
commit tax fraud.
when I get out of prison, I'm gonna join a tattoo apprenticeship.
There you go.
That's my plan. If coding doesn't work out,
You know, sounds very
I almost
solid.
thought about being a stripper,
Okay.
like to get through college.
Sure.
But then I'm also like, man, those girls are so pretty. I don't have that much confidence.
Okay, let's stop this internal talk, okay? Because someone being pretty is subjective, but you not having
guess
confidence,
that's
that's
true.
all on you.
I guess that's true. You know, I've definitely thought about stripping through college before, but
Yeah.
I think my mom would go crazy.
I think your mom would go
But
less crazy about the tattoo of you. My daughter's a
honestly,
stripper.
but then at the same time, I think like I've brought it up to my mom before, like just jokingly, just been like, "Mom, I'm gonna drop out of high school, or I'm gonna drop out of college and just become a stripper," and she'd be like, "Okay." Because she probably doesn't take me seriously, but then watch.
You
One
do
day,
it?
I'm going to do it. And she's going to be like, P, I thought I did it. I thought you said you were I thought you were joking. I'm going to be like, Mom, I told you. You
Mom,
can't
it's
say
about my feelings that
that
you're
I
not
didn't tell
listening.
you. You can't say that. I didn't warn you.
I told it straight to your face. I told you what club it was at too.
So I've been obsessed with this YouTube channel called Soft White Underbelly. Have you ever heard of it before?
No, but makes me want to look it
I
up.
know, it's a really weird name.
Soft white
Soft
underbelly.
white underbelly. And
Okay.
I was the trailer, like this guy that interviews like a bunch of different like people from Skid Row. And so it'll be
like homies of the streets.
yeah,
and stuff.
like homies of the street. So he interviews like prostitutes that are from Skid Row, like homeless people, crack addicts, heroin addicts, like all types of people
Mhm.
that like live on Skid Row. And like their stories are so interesting. Like I've literally
Like
been
how they got
hooked.
there?
Yeah, like how they got there. Like there's like multiple interviews of like really young prostitutes that he's interviewed, like that, like I think one of the youngest ones he's ever interviewed, like she was like 16 years old and she's
Oh,
like
that's-
prostitute on Skid
Whoever's
Row.
picking that prostitute up,
That's
shame
what-
on you.
That's what I was saying. But it's funny because like they'll talk about their story, right? And like how like their childhood, how they got into prostitution, all that
Mhm.
kind of stuff. And it's like there's a common denominator between them all where it's like they had an abusive childhood, they got molested when they were younger, you know, like
Mhm.
all that kind of stuff. And like I think the 16-year-old girl was like her grandma was like her first pimp, basically. Yeah, like her
That's awkward.
yeah, like her mom and dad went to jail, or like they were drug addicts, or like they weren't there anymore for her. So like her grandma got custody of her, and then her grandma basically was like her first pimp when she
Go
was
make me
when-
money.
when she was like 11 years old, and like that's how she got into the game.
It's unfortunate.
I know. It's like it's such a sad and heartbreaking YouTube channel to watch.
But I love it.
But it's so interesting, and I love it because it's such a different lifestyle, you know, that I would have like I
Sure,
have never
sure.
experienced before. That
I
I'm
don't
like,
think anyone wants to experience this
yeah, I mean,
lifestyle.
it's like a 1% chance that like these people experience this lifestyle, but it's like these people are regular human beings, just like any of us,
Mhm.
who like were once had a family,
Yeah.
once had a somewhat maybe normal life at one point or another when they were like 2 months old or whatever. But it's like we were all created in the same way by like
Right.
a mom and a dad, but it's like a completely different life that you and I will never, ever, 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 ever come across.
Yeah.
And probably will never treat our children that way either. So like our children will never even know, and so forth and so forth and so forth.
Yeah.
So it's so interesting to like watch those interviews. Like some of them are just like, they blow my mind. Like some
how does that happen?
Yeah, like how, like what, it's so sad. And like you read the comments of like the YouTube video, and like there's so many people in the comments of the YouTube video being like, oh, let me be her friend, like she can come and live with me, like I want to get her off the street, like me and her are the same age, we're both 21, like she can come and live with me and my mom, and like, you know, let me be her friend, let me help her, you know, like all that kind of stuff. And so it's like, it's actually really nice because the guy that does the interviews, like the guy that founded like Soft White Underbelly, his name is like Mark Leda or Mark Laisha or something like that. And he, every single episode, they don't know this when they're getting interviewed, but every single episode he makes a GoFundMe for those people that he's interviewing.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. So like and then he'll, what he tries to do is he tries to get like those women, or those, you know, people who are addicted to drugs, like off the street. So like every once in a while, like every month or every like couple months, he'll like give them money from their GoFundMe. So like he'll give them like $500 a month from their GoFundMe. I mean, it's a good idea to give them not a lump sum at once, because you don't know what they're going to do with it, because you know, wherever their mind is at that time, they could give it to their pimp or, you know, give it to somebody else. So he gives it to them in like chunks, like 500 here, 600 there, and like he finds them a place to live that's like really cheap, but it's like not on the street, so they're not living in a tent anymore. And then some of his interviews are like follow-up interviews, so like he'll like, there's been like couple different interviews that he's like followed up interviewing like a really young prostitute like 6 months later or like a year later, just to see like how her life is going, you know, after the first interview and like after having like the GoFundMe money. And some of them are really good. Some of them are like, they went back to school, they're not prostitutes anymore.
That's
like,
nice to see.
Yeah, and then some of them are like, well, they're still in the streets and they're still a crack addict.
Yeah, after giving that 500, I scored me an 8-ball.
Exactly. So it's like I mean, it's like, it's such a good YouTube channel to see like somebody like actually caring and like not being afraid to like go to
it's not like it's a prank, it's a prank.
Yeah, and like walk the streets and like pull them in and like talk to them.
Yeah.
So if you've never watched a YouTube channel, you should.
Shout out to Soft
White Underbelly.
Soft White Underbelly. Shout out to you.
It's such a good YouTube channel.
You know, I probably Crystal would probably like this.
She probably would if she's like into that kind of stuff.
She's also very into like murder mystery.
Oh, she would totally love this then.
But then the thing to that is like, if I end up missing, it's Crystal. Because she, like, sometimes I'll be like, she's watching, what's the one on Netflix? The Hatchet.
I've been watching, she probably watched this too. I've been watching I Am a Killer.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's such a good one too.
Sometimes I'll watch it, I'm just like, wow, how did they...
Yeah. It's so good though. The interviews are so good.
But then, like, what I told Crystal earlier was, I think last night or earlier today, like I was telling them, like, this gives people a plan on how not to get caught.
I know. I've thought about that before too. I've literally thought about that before too. I'm like, there's actual killers out there watching these interviews of killers explain
like just,
how they did their killing. Yeah, they're like taking notes.
Note-taking.
Yeah.
Okay, so don't do that. Got it.
But they're such good interviews, and it's like, you know, like I would never kill I would never kill somebody, you know, unless the purge is actually real and it becomes legal, then you never know. But I would never kill somebody willingly. I
think there's certain situations where like I would kill someone willingly.
Yeah, it just depends on what it is.
Yeah, what it is.
If the purge happens and it's legal, I think
not the purge. Like,
okay, I think we've all been in the mindset where like we've all like wanted to see what it was like. I think we're all a little crazy, right?
I guess I already know that I'm like, for arsenal and weaponry, I'm equipped. I'm equipped for it. But I don't know if I'd be like the person in the purge, just like, all right, let's go fucking hunting. Like, I'm not gonna be that guy.
You're gonna put on a mask and go out there?
I probably would put on a mask, but like I probably would just be like
camping my
roof. Like, Don't stay away.
Honestly, that probably would be me too. Actually, maybe it depends.
I don't know. It's hard because you live in an apartment, so it's like.
I mean, I guess if like the purge was real and it happened like here, and I was living in this apartment, it would probably be harder. But at the same time, I'm like, I also live in Oakland, so like. Anybody out here on the streets.
Yeah. It's fair game.
I can get it. Yeah, it's fair game. I can get it. He can get it. They can get it. Like
it's all that pent up emotions. They're just bottling up.
But I think we're all a little crazy where we've thought about it before.
That's true. Especially with all like the murder mystery and all the documentaries that are coming out.
These documentaries on Netflix, like they really be making you think, like, what if?
what if I just took this knife?
What if? And it's so funny because like I think I remember reading like this tweet one time that was like like he's talking about like it's like the smallest little girls that be watching like these like killer documentaries
because you'll never suspect a small innocent girl.
Yeah, it's like all the like little girls that's like they're so cute and like
they're the fucking psychopaths that are like stabbing people in the neck.
They're the ones that are watching all these like killer documentaries on Netflix, and I'm like, that's me. Me.
They don't know that was me. They're like on Unsolved Mysteries, like that was me.
That's me.
Watch. The fingerprints are on the left side. Because I put them there.
I love that, yeah. But Crystal would probably love that YouTube channel.
Yeah, I'll put her on.
She'll love it. She's gonna like binge watch it like I did.
What is it, Nova?
I know. Nova's back for more attention. She's like, okay, that's enough talking.
Okay.
Give me like a couple minutes of petting and then I'll
you want to pet you some more? There you go.
Oh my goodness. That's her favorite spot right there.
There you go. Good girl. Yep. Hi.
Okay.
Do
you see her gray beard?
Gray
beard. I know. She's getting more and more gray hair.
Got a little booger in your nose.
I know. I gotta take her out after this. She's so cute.
All right. All right, well, we can end on that. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us on the Average Employee Podcast. I'm your host, Al, and that's P.
Well,
and that's Nova.
And that's Nova.
It's time to clock out. Catch you guys on the next one. Peace out.
Peace out.
Bye, Nova.
Bye, Nova. Say bye.